Welcome to another episode of Sippin Cosmos. I'm your supernatural nerd, Ashley.
And I'm your skeptic, Layne.
And I am in the middle. I'm Sarah.
Today we're talking about conspiracy theories. Because why haven't we yet?
Ashley's whole life is a conspiracy.
She loves a good conspiracy.
Yeah, that's why I'm so surprised we haven't talked about it, because she literally talks about conspiracies every day.
Not really.
Yeah, everything is a conspiracy to you.
What's your favorite one? Go. Aliens
for you.
Okay, that's my favorite. Okay,
Yeah.
But I don't consider that a conspiracy. I consider that a fact.
Exactly. My point exactly.
I guess related to that is the faked moon landing. That's a big one. A lot of people think that the moon landing was fake.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Layne's shaking his head.
Here's the argument for it. The wind. There's no wind in space, right?
Yeah.
There's a flag there blowing in the wind in the video.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stars in the sky. It is something that could be faked.
Yeah, of course it could be faked
on
a soundstage.
Yeah.
Certainly.
It's not out of the complete question.
No.
It happened. They went to the moon. Get over it.
In 1969.
All right, that's the first one on our list here that we're going to go through. That leads me to my list of other conspiracy theories.
So you have a list?
I do. That's the first one. I mean, what do you have to say, though, about the wind thing?
I don't know what to say about that. I'd have to do a little more research, but first-hand accounts from the astronauts, I'm going to take that over a conspiracist, looking at the finer details and trying to analyze if it actually happened or not. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, fine. I think here's my general consensus on conspiracies, though. I think questioning what's told to you by major corporations, government looking to control people, even religious, people looking to control people. It's healthy to question things to a certain extent.
Where is it healthy to question if we landed on the moon? What are you getting out of that?
That there might have been politics involved. There was a race with Russia.
No.
It was a Cold War situation.
There certainly was a race with Russia.
There were political reasons for it for the government to want to be the first one
on
there.
the moon.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, and that's why they made it happen.
Okay.
That's why they made it happen. That's why they went first.
Yeah. All right.
They did.
So I mean, you don't share the same question. Authority is healthy.
No, I think it is to an extent. I don't think it applies to the situation. So if you want to continue the list, then maybe we could find
there's
a situation
many other. All right,
it
fine.
applies to.
There's many others.
Okay.
All right. The government killed JFK.
This one's possible.
Yeah, this one's kind of crazy.
All right. So why do you think this one's true? That Harvey Lee Oswald, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Same thing.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey Oswald.
You heard it here first.
It's Lee Harvey Oswald with like a mustache. Doing Family Feud.
Oh, God.
I mean, they're saying that he's just a pawn, right? Like he was a pawn, and it was really the government that wanted him dead.
Yeah.
There are multiple theories on this one. There's the Cuban theory. There's the CIA theory.
So explain those a little bit if you know about them.
I think the CIA is the most likely culprit, because they actually had a reason to kill him and had the means to kill him.
What was the reason?
I think he was cutting their funding. Like, Kennedy wasn't a huge fan of the CIA, and I think he was planning on cutting their budget significantly. And I think he also orchestrated getting the leader of the CIA, who was extremely well loved by the organization. I think he fired him, essentially.
But is that like grounds for killing the guy?
Maybe. If your budget's about to be cut significantly and your organization's being threatened,
Right.
then maybe, yeah. I think also, like, something was happening with communism, and Kennedy wasn't crazy, wasn't, like, attacking communism enough for them.
See, I heard another
Yeah, Ashley has a
theory.
different take on it.
What?
There's a convergence of conspiracy theories with this one, is that JFK had some knowledge about UFOs and alien contact, and he was going to release it to the public.
Oh,
so
my God.
the CIA or the government itself killed him. That is one of the
So what's
theories.
more
It's a
likely?
convergence
What's more likely, Ashley?
of the theories.
Ashley, what's more likely? That their budget was getting cut and everyone was going to get fired or lose their jobs and their money? Or that aliens were being exposed?
Maybe it was a combo. Maybe it was a combo thing. Okay.
Maybe it was a combo. But, no one
And
knows.
Marilyn Monroe died very suspiciously too, potentially.
Yeah.
That one wasn't so suspicious, though, her death.
Well,
Did
it
she
didn't-
overdose?
She
Yeah.
overdosed.
She had like a real bad drug problem.
There was some weird circumstances about it, though. Like, they didn't know till like later, and it seemed like it might have been a setup.
It was a weird era, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this is a common theme with conspiracy theories, is whenever any big figure dies, there's always a lot of question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A celebrity, a historical figure. Like, there's Kurt Cobain.
He killed himself.
I know, but there's a lot of conspiracies about the situation.
Someone says there's a similar conspiracy about MLK.
Interesting. I haven't heard that one. What's that?
That I would believe. Yeah, what's the MLK one?
Well, he got shot, like, point blank.
Yeah, like they wanted him dead.
Yeah, but who shot him?
Some like racist white
who is
person wanted him
they?
dead.
Right.
There's no conspiracy
Who
there.
is they, though?
There's no conspiracy there, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not so much a conspiracy as it is
Like,
just
some racist white person walks up and kills
Yeah.
this black leader.
What do you think about Tupac being really alive? This is like
That's just
That's also.
you lost me on that one.
I don't think Tupac is alive.
so who like how many other celebrities are there conspiracies about them faking their death? This is like a big thing, is faking their death. I think he's the only one that comes to mind when you
Yeah,
think about
people didn't want to believe that Tupac was dead.
Well, I would believe that what's his face is still alive, Jeffrey Epstein.
that. Oh yeah, some people
Oh,
think,
he's not alive.
Yeah.
But what if he is? And that would crush me if he was.
He's dead.
That's another conspiracy theory.
He better be dead.
They showed his body being like wheeled out into the. I mean,
No.
it would be a really deep conspiracy theory.
Well, no, the conspiracy is that other people got him killed. He didn't kill himself.
Yeah, well, I
Other
believe
powerful
that. I
people
do
killed
believe
him.
that.
So you believe that conspiracy?
I believe that. I think that's very, very possible.
Interesting. So you think that that's an okay conspiracy to have, though, but every other conspiracy theory is
No, not every
wacky?
other. I said we're taking it case by case.
Okay, I like this. So you're giving each theory a shot.
I'm subjective. I'm just not going to believe every conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
That's
here
fair.
for it.
What makes something a conspiracy theory?
Some other
Someone
forces are
just started
conspiring
It's
to
not
make something
as
happen.
it seems. There's
Right, something
strings
going
behind
on
the
behind
scenes.
the
Yeah.
scenes.
There's a red herring.
So really anything could be a conspiracy theory that hasn't been told to us.
basically, yeah. I could be like Layne could tell me like the sky is like blue, and I could
It
be
is
like
blue.
okay, well it's perceived blue to us, but it's because
Actually, I believe the sky is turquoise.
no, it's just like that's what our eyes are capable
There's a
of.
conspiracy theory
That's what-
that the sky is
Well,
really
turquoise
red.
turquoise is actually a shade of blue.
I'm not saying it's another color. I'm just
Red.
saying we
Red's a better
perceive it
example.
as blue because that's all our eyes can
Yeah.
like comprehend it as.
A conspiracy is a theory until it's debunked. Yeah, that makes sense.
Debunked or confirmed.
Or confirmed. But she's got a point.
Like I am very much on the side, like veer on the side of there's a lot of crazy conspiracy theories out there that are probably not true. But I do think that there's a portion of them that have some stuff to back them up.
No one's arguing against that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, COVID-19.
Whoa.
Some
This is a little
people
too
believe.
recent.
I know. Is this too
All right.
Is this hitting too close to home or what?
I think a lot of people believe this
Is it
one.
too soon?
It's currently happening.
It is current.
I don't think it's too
not even
though.
soon. It's like now.
It's not too soon.
Here's the thing. Some people think it's a hoax just made up by the media.
Well,
I
that's
don't
obviously not true.
I don't understand that one because it's just like, okay, clearly this is a real.
Like people.
All you have
disease.
to do,
People are
all you have to
sick.
do is look at hospital records.
Yeah.
What are these people? Do these people think that they just have the flu and they're calling it COVID? Like, what are these? I don't really.
Kinda.
I think they believe that the people are entered into the hospital for something else, and then when they die, it's just marked off as they died of COVID-19, and they're like, who knows what they really died of.
But literally all it would take is looking at hospital records and seeing how many more people have been in the hospital in the last year and a half.
Right.
They think
compared
it's
to
a.
other years.
They
Right.
think it's a fear.
And you would see
tactic.
something is happening. You
They-
don't have to believe, you could believe whatever it is.
Yeah. These people just think it's a fear tactic to control the population and population control too with the vaccine.
This guy says, I think COVID was real, but it was man-made. It's a bioweapon.
Well, didn't something come out in the news recently? Like they said it originated in the Wuhan
They said it
lab?
might have,
It might have.
which is different than what they were saying earlier. They
Yeah.
were saying it definitely didn't, but now they're saying it might have.
It might
And
have
I think-
originated where?
From a lab
In
in
Wuhan.
Wuhan.
Oh.
It might have escaped a laboratory.
Oh. I thought they already knew that.
No, that was a
They were
that was a
denying it
conspiracy.
for a while. Yeah.
Oh.
But now it seems we're a little bit
I
closer to
I
that
don't
conspiracy.
I wouldn't deny that one.
Huh.
Yeah, I think there's
It's very possible. Who knows where the fuck it came from? But it's real.
Yeah, it's definitely real.
So this is a really funny one. Moving on. The next one is Disney created Frozen as a distraction. So
Disney created what?
Frozen,
Okay, distraction to what?
the movie.
Yeah, I know it.
So you know how in our
I've heard of it.
I'm aware.
You know, Frozen.
I'm familiar.
Let it go.
Heard of it? Idina Menzel.
And now Adele Dazeem. The wickedly talented
You know,
Adele
the wickedly talented
Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we all know that Disney froze himself, right?
Right.
Walt Disney. We discussed it in our death episode.
Where are you going with this
Well,
one?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just reading what the conspiracy is. It's just people think that people were searching Disney Frozen, Disney like froze himself or whatever, and certain conspiracies about that. And they created the movie Frozen to distract all those Google searches from finding out more information about
That's-
late Walt Disney.
Interesting.
Sarah's like,
no, you know
I'm
what?
on board.
Even if that wasn't their sole purpose in creating the movie, when they named it, they were probably like, well, the benefit of this is it's going to
Guys,
kinda
it
wash
takes place in a
away.
snowy environment. Frozen's the perfect name for it. It doesn't matter.
I always thought it was kind of a weird name
Oh
for
my
it.
god.
Frozen? It's a strange name.
That theory is dumb.
No, they have a lot of one-word gimmicky, like
Why would they-
Tangled.
Actually, why would
You
they
know.
care if people search that Walt Disney was frozen? It doesn't matter.
That's what I was gonna say. Why?
Maybe
would they
there's
care?
some sinister secrets surrounding it.
yeah, but
and
I
you don't
guarantee
know.
that stuff's not on Google. Like, you're not gonna be able
I
to
know,
Google those
exactly.
sinister secrets. So what's the point?
Maybe he's been unfrozen.
Maybe I know. I don't know. Maybe
Just saying.
I don't know. It's very.
Just
Maybe Walt Disney
saying.
made COVID-19.
People love to make conspiracy theories about Disney, like at Disney World.
Yeah, they do.
Disneyland. Like people
Yeah.
just love it.
Because it's like it feels like there's so many like secrets, and it's so old Hollywood, and
Yeah, it's
there's
just
a lot of
interesting.
hidden gems.
Yeah.
All right.
And the man froze himself. Like, that's bizarre.
Next one is the Denver airport. Have you guys heard about this
The
at all?
horse?
So there's a whole conspiracy that the Denver airport is the epicenter for the Illuminati and the New World Order.
These are crazy.
Why Denver?
Is that why that horse is there with the red eyes?
Apparently there's some artifacts there, certain weird things like the horse, and they say there's a lot of underground caverns and basically a whole underground system built under it.
There's a lot of
that could potentially
mine caverns
be
in Colorado, though. That's why.
Okay, well, people think that it's kind of like a headquarters.
So why do people think this?
Apocalyptic, like if something apocalyptic happened, that's where like the rich are gonna go.
What is leading people to believe this?
I don't know. I mean, you'll have to. Look, the airport has embraced the rumors by poking fun at it, but that hasn't stopped people from believing secret
Is that
tunnels
reverse psychology?
and lizard lairs lurk beneath the building. They think it's like there's secret tunnels and secret
lizard lairs.
A Masonic underground Illuminati place.
Ashley thinks I'm a lizard person, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
You look scary sometimes.
You're
your eyes
the reptilian elite.
freak me out. Yeah. I freak myself out for a lot of things, I'm realizing. Yes. Look at his face and tell me he's not a lizard. I'm just kidding.
He's
For the record, I do not believe in lizard people. Thank you. Okay.
I'm surprised.
Yet.
Yet. Unless someone wants to convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Very surprised.
Unless you come up with a convincing enough conspiracy.
Hey, if there's a convincing enough video on YouTube, I might just believe it.
I might just watch it at 3 a.m. and fully believe it.
All right. One we have to touch on is flat earth theory. There's a whole convention people go to about this. Actually, there's, Logan Paul. He made a whole, YouTube series about it.
Never heard of him.
Logan Paul apparently went to, a flat earther convention with his co-host of their podcast, and they pretended to be flat earthers, I believe, and really got in there and
infiltrated.
I actually think it would be interesting to watch and see what they witnessed.
I'd watch that. Okay.
We're plugging Logan Paul on this podcast.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we can edit that out. Well, you were.
No, I'm just curious to see what that was. I'm not whatever. I'm not saying anything about Logan Paul. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
There's a large group of people that believe in this.
I have something to say about this, actually. I just recently learned that it's a huge myth that people thought that the earth was flat. They knew for a really, really long time that the earth was round because, I forget why exactly, but, they built, all these tools and stuff. And
astronomers.
Astronomers and the way that they knew how the world works, and I sound so dumb right now, but I can't remember what the reasoning was, but I learned about this because I was in Roanoke Island in Virginia, which is where some of the first settlers of the United States were, and then we started reading about all this stuff, and they said it's a huge myth that people thought that the earth was flat.
Why do they teach us in history class that people thought the earth was flat back in the day?
There's a lot of stuff that they taught us in history class that just totally isn't
right
accurate at all.
It's someone just assumed they thought that. They're oh, they were they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't think that they were gonna sail and then drop off the planet.
Yeah, that's the story that they all thought they were gonna just sail
flat
to
earthers.
the end.
Flat earthers are such idiots.
It's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
How could you possibly?
Have you ever flown on a fucking plane?
Yeah.
I think also what it could be is there's certain histories that we've forgotten. There's certain things throughout history we've forgotten. Huge astronomical advancements were made in Socrates' time and that time. It's they knew then about planetary systems and planets, and it's then to say years later they thought it was flat. It kind of doesn't align unless that information wasn't passed on, and it's they had to start from different societies not sharing information, and then so in different parts of the world people had different information about it.
Yeah. like the compass. We looked this up. The compass was invented like light years ago. It's super old, this tool, and it's such like a useful tool. So it's like they knew about north, south, east, west, like for a long time they've known these things, you know?
I don't know. It's interesting. Oh my God, this one's hilarious. I don't even know if I can
Say
this
it.
one.
Say it.
Prince Charles is a vampire. When you look at a picture of his face, it's funnier because
This is like the Avril Lavigne one.
yeah.
We'll definitely pull up a picture of his face and
Yeah.
I've seen him. He's pale.
All right, next one. Bigfoot is real.
Ooh.
No way.
This is a big one. Okay, there is a really good documentary on Hulu called, I think, Bigfoot
Chasing
or Sasquatch.
Chasing Sasquatch or
Finding
something?
Bigfoot.
No, that's like a reality show.
Oh.
And that's like, you know,
It's just called Sasquatch,
ridiculous,
right?
like people in the woods like trying to find. I think it's just called Sasquatch. And it's
Squatch.
I watched it a few months back. It was really interesting because it talked about the history of California and growing marijuana. Back in the day, you know, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, there was a huge group of people that went up to Northern California to grow marijuana and to basically be a hippie and live on the land and, you know, just get away from society. And there were murders happening all the time. It was really nasty stuff. Murders happening. And like somehow there were these stories and folklore blaming it on a Bigfoot. And, you know, there's people in these towns that really believe Bigfoot exists. And it's like all these stories about these. I think they ended up debunking it and found out who was committing these murders. It's like marijuana dealers and sellers and growers and stuff. It's a huge like kind of like war up there with different growers.
Bigfoot isn't real.
Yeah, it's like, where do we think that originated from?
Who came up with it?
It's
Like,
just
who came up with
It's just
this
an urban
idea?
legend. It's fun.
You know,
People might have seen like a big animal in the woods, and then it just
Yeah.
word travels. You
I
know?
think it happened, like Native Americans had folklore about it, like stories about a creature that's half human, half gorilla or bear or something. And it's like, it just was passed down kind of like as a wives' tale.
Man, bear, pig
Man, bear, pig.
What is that?
from South
From
Park.
South Park.
Man, bear, pig.
Yeah, I think it's just like a wives' tale that like got out of hand.
He's half man, half bear, half pig.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like the Chupacabra too. It's another one of those mythical creatures.
What is that one called?
Chupacabra?
I don't know
Yeah,
that
what
one.
are those
That's the
look
Mexican folklore creature that's possibly in the southern United States, southwestern United States as well.
like? What do they look like?
Like weird alien, like jackals.
See, I think
Never heard of
every
that.
culture has a story of a infamous
The Loch
creature
Ness
that lives
monster.
in the forest, and you
Yeah,
can't. They're,
Right.
The Loch
they're
Ness
very
monster.
Yeah, the Loch Ness
elusive.
monster.
Yeah, it's just part of culture.
The New Jersey Devil. You ever hear about that one?
No.
It's a devil that lives in this town in New Jersey.
What do you mean by devil?
That's the namesake for the New Jersey Devils hockey team.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look him
It
up.
wasn't Satan, like
I also read
The
about
New Jersey
was he
Satan.
not famous enough for other? I don't know. I mean,
Satan not good enough?
Never mind. I
like
was gonna
the
say something.
devil wasn't like okay. I've never heard that.
Oh, look it up.
What is the devil? Is it like
Just like some
All
really
right.
scary devil that lurks around New Jersey.
And where's Prada?
the devil would be in New Jersey?
Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta say.
Shots fired.
All right. We're all living in the Matrix.
I don't even know what that means.
First of all,
I don't know what
yeah.
that means either.
Okay, this is what it means. People think we're living in a simulation.
Oh,
Like this isn't real. This is like it's a simulation.
okay. I suppose that's possible
Why, though? Why?
because there's no other answer to life.
Have you ever seen the Truman Show?
No, but I know what you're going to say.
I'm shocked.
I know the deal with it.
Maybe after we watch Austin Powers 2 tonight, we can
watch the Truman Show.
Watch the Truman Show.
Yeah.
It's kind of just the concept that like it's like none of this is real. Like we're living in a video game. And
no, the concept of that movie was that he was basically just like on a TV show.
Yeah.
They made a whole world for him that was
it.
a television show.
Right.
Yeah, but that's kind of the concept of the Matrix is like, right? It's a simulation.
That someone's simulating.
Yeah, like
or
that.
Or like people are like, I don't know, it's some sort of computer simulation, AI.
Created by someone. I don't know. Some people think the moon isn't real.
What do they think it is?
A projection.
From what? The big movie theater in the sky?
I think this is like flat earthers like that one.
I could see that.
I
could see some crossover between those two.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this because you had an obsession with the Titanic.
I did.
Some people think the Titanic didn't actually sink.
It's literally in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
See, this is the problem with people. Things are right before their eyes, and they just don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
They don't want to believe it, and then they come up with something like they believe whatever they want.
Right.
And they
Something
think that anyone who
outlandish.
believes what actually happened is an idiot.
Yeah.
For like believing it.
Yeah.
Like you can't trust the media. You can't trust anything.
The lies
but
that
it's
they
like,
feed you.
It's a major problem.
Be a lie.
People make up their own truth.
In fact, they would want to. It was probably really embarrassing to them that the Titanic sank. It was like the maiden voyage.
Yes.
It was like a huge deal.
I think it was. It was a huge failure.
Like, why would they want to lie that it sank?
Yeah.
What's
it
their
literally
reasoning?
happened. It literally happened.
What's their reasoning?
I know this one.
Oh, you do,
Really?
Lee?
Yeah. So I'm not on mic, but so the theory is that they put another boat. They named an older boat Titanic, and basically it was an insurance scam.
Oh.
Oh.
And that they like were saying that
It was the Titanic, but it wasn't.
But it was an old ship that they sent out sank.
Wouldn't they know that it's not the Titanic though? Like, because this was supposed to be a new great ship. Like, wouldn't even the passengers know?
Guys, they made a movie about it, so it has to be real.
Well, no.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
This guy on TikTok says there were two boats.
Yeah, that's what Lee was just saying.
Yeah.
And one was older and one was, and then so they sent out the older one and said it was Titanic.
We have a shout out from the Bast family. They say, hi, Ashley.
Oh, hey, Kate and Ryan. Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yay.
What about Layne?
Everyone go
Not
check
hi,
out
Layne.
their channel.
You're not going to say hi to me?
Okay.
Oh, fuck, Kate.
Hey, guys.
Everyone go check out the Bast family.
What do you guys think about our conspiracies?
Yeah, how are we feeling about the conspiracies? Oh, they say hi, Layne.
Hi. What about the conspiracy that the Chinese are spying on us through TikTok? What about that conspiracy?
Oh, yeah.
Well, someone just said that pigeons are spying on us at the beach.
Oh my god.
So
I've actually heard that one. It's like, why?
You have?
Like, I've heard that like people think pigeons are like fake, like
All right,
robots.
I got one.
Okay.
Our phones are listening to us.
That's for sure.
Okay, well that's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They've admitted it. I think they admitted it.
Did they really admit it?
Yeah, well, you have to like turn a setting off on your phone so it doesn't do it or something.
Stop spying on me setting?
Yeah.
Oh, how do I do that?
What ad did I get the other day, Sarah, that I was like, okay, this is confirmed? I totally forgot.
Was it something really
You
embarrassing?
got something.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
I don't remember what it was.
But it was like directly.
Yes.
It doesn't apply to me because I don't need this product. We were just talking about it, so I'm like, joke's on you. I'm not gonna buy this. I don't need this.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just proof that your phone is listening.
It is proof.
All right.
Oh, the pigeons power up on power lines.
I've heard that one.
That is pretty funny.
Oh
They
my
are
God.
very robotic.
Yeah, I could see that they like move.
But it's like
their heads
you
very
can clearly
quickly.
see that it's a living thing.
Yeah, all you have to do is kill one.
Don't kill a pigeon,
Don't
guys.
kill a pigeon.
Don't
Or just-
Tell
promote
your
that.
friends, don't kill a pigeon.
Or just stumble upon a dead one and see it rot.
Yeah, and dissect it and find
Yeah.
the spying device.
You check the wires, yeah.
The wires, the wiring, yeah.
So, what are we? Did we have a final thought on Titanic insurance fraud? 2 boats.
I just don't believe it because just back then, I think that wasn't so much of a thing. Maybe it was. I don't know. But
They needed the money.
I just think if they were trying to pass off an old boat as like the new amazing Titanic, like we would have like someone would have been a whistleblower.
There's so many
before.
stories
Yeah.
about it.
You know, someone would have
Yeah.
said like,
It was one of the biggest stories of that
huge.
time.
And all those people died. It just-
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
I think there's
I
no
find
way.
it hard to believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
5G causes cancer. Have you guys heard this?
TBD, I disagree, but
So is it the actual lines, like cellular towers and stuff, that are causing cancer? Or our phone service using 5G?
it's like having 5G
I
so
mean-
close to your brain.
I've heard that like all cell phones cause cancer though. Like
I heard that too. Like
yeah,
you
since
shouldn't.
we were like young.
Yeah.
But then we all continue to use them and it's like,
Well, because
fine.
what are we gonna do? Not
I know.
use them? Like. Sorry.
Cancer phone.
Ashley with her landline with the fucking cord. She's twirling it with her
Twirling it
finger.
around her finger.
So what are you doing tonight?
Not getting cancer. What about you?
Oh, you have a cell phone?
So
It's not healthy.
I'm sorry to shorten your
so
lifespan.
unorganic.
Yeah.
Wow. That's not GMO. Some GMOs in there.
Okay, the Black Knight satellite is an alien spacecraft. People think.
Wait, say that
I
again.
don't even know what that is.
There's a satellite orbiting the Earth called the Black Knight. Some people think it's an alien spacecraft that's monitoring us. And not actually like
We don't know
our-
anything else concrete about UFOs, but we know the Black Knight. Like, come on.
NASA insists it's just space junk.
I've
Listen
heard
to-
That's a
about
little
space
sketchy.
junk.
Listen to NASA.
Oh, well, there is space junk. There are things orbiting our Earth's
NASA
Earth's
would-
orbit. That's like
Here's the thing.
collected
NASA wouldn't say anything. Like, NASA wouldn't say anything that isn't the truth because their credibility is on the line. If it comes out that it wasn't space junk in the future, they're going to look so stupid. And NASA is not stupid.
But does anyone else
Layne.
have the resources to like check?
Exactly. I disagree, Layne.
They
I
could
think
they could just not comment on it. If they were hiding it, they would just not
I
comment
think
on it. They're not going to say
NASA
it's not.
withhold certain information.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
known
yeah,
for withholding
exactly. Withhold the information. Don't comment. They wouldn't be commenting on it.
Well,
Calling
they're
it
not
space junk.
commenting it. They're responding to inquiries about it.
They
with-
don't
with
have to
that
respond.
excuse.
They'd rather if they were hiding it, they would not say anything.
I mean, look, I don't know what the satellite is. I think it's a possibility that there's some sort of craft and bases of alien life closer than we might.
Okay,
No,
fair
I
enough.
think,
but
but-
the Black Knight has nothing to do with that.
All right.
It is indeed space junk. If NASA says so, I believe what NASA says.
Space junk.
There's a conspiracy that Queen Elizabeth I was a man. That's just mean.
We watched her grow up.
I know.
They were too
Just
little. I
because
mean,
some-
when I say we, not me.
Wait,
but
which one's Queen Elizabeth I?
This is a photo of her.
We didn't watch her grow up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, which one is is she the second?
She's
The
old
one
as
that's
fuck.
alive now.
She's dead.
But the one that's alive
she's
now,
not
she's the second.
first. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, she's the second.
Okay.
maybe she was a man.
And yeah, but hold on a second. That doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Some believe that Queen Elizabeth I died as a child. Oh, this is what it. And to prevent the end of the royal line, she was replaced with a young boy. This theory is said to explain why the ruler remained chaste throughout her reign. She never had sex.
Who knew how she identified, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
maybe she was.
Literally just because like no one ever saw her vagina. They're like, must have been a dude.
Right.
She must
I
have been
think
a dude.
times have changed since those times for
Yeah.
sure. It could have been.
I mean, look.
Who's to say it was someone with a penis that identified as a woman?
Yeah, maybe it was, and obviously that sort of thing wasn't like accepted at that time, or like
Right.
normalized.
But
or
likely,
anything. Yeah.
likely none of these cases apply, and she probably was just a woman.
I mean, royals did some crazy shit though to not end the line and to keep her, like, they were all inbred and like did crazy shit to, like, so that, I mean, I could see like something
Perhaps.
dramatic like that happening.
Didn't they prefer having a male over a female?
Yeah, but she was the only one in line and she died, so
But
to
who
keep
would've-
the
who
reign
would've-
of the family and
Oh.
not to go to
It
another,
would have jumped to
royal.
another family.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah.
But why'd they choose a little boy?
Yeah, they could have chose another
A girl, right?
Right.
Maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe
This
it was
one's
a
this
close
one's losing
family
steam.
member.
This one's losing steam.
All right, the next one, chemtrails. How do we feel about chemtrails, guys? You know, when you see exhaust trails in the sky,
Oh.
people think it's the government dropping chemicals on people.
Of course, people think that.
You haven't
Yeah,
heard
what?
that? You're looking at me like I have five
No,
heads. You've never heard of
I've never
I've
heard
heard.
that
I've heard of
either.
them, of course. No, you ever see the lines in the sky?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. The lines
Yeah.
from the planes,
Yes.
right?
So
Yeah.
people think that that's the government
Yeah, it
dropping
looks like-
chemicals on us to like brainwash us. or
Why
kill
wouldn't
us.
Yeah.
it just be exhaust from a certain
Poison.
type of plane?
They think they're trying to poison us.
But-
chemicals trying to secretly spray us.
I don't agree.
Spray us with what?
Chemicals. I don't know, that keep us sick, that, you know, maybe do something to our brain, make us more, I don't know. It's just the conspiracy.
I don't buy it.
I mean, what do you think it is? Just exhaust? It could
Yes.
just be exhaust.
I mean, I think it's poison in that it's exhaust. I don't think it's good for us, but I don't think it's like on purpose.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
exhausting theory.
Someone says chemtrails started in the last 15 years. That's not true. No way. I remember seeing them as a kid.
Yeah, but
Like
you
the
really
theory?
yeah, like they weren't in the sky really before then.
Okay,
They definitely were, though.
No,
Like,
they were.
When we were little?
They
Of
were.
course they were.
they were.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to like, you know, I don't know. Lee, what do you think about chemtrails?
Oh, I believe all of these.
Good answer.
Oh man, I mean, I kind of believe a little bit in the chemtrail thing, a little bit. It's like a little sketch. Oh my gosh.
But before, did you time how long the trail stayed in the sky? No, I definitely didn't time how long they stayed
Sarah
in
had
the
her
sky.
stopwatch. She was just
Yeah. You know, me out there all
You
day
know,
looking up at the sky.
timing chemtrails.
Timing the chemtrails.
Ooh, that was a good one.
still
13
do
minutes.
It. Still do it from time to time.
I mean, if some people do and they have literal data and facts to back it up, then you kind of can. I mean, like maybe if you do more research, there is stuff to back it up. Let me see what else we have. Are there any that you guys know of that you've heard throughout the years?
The Mandela Effect.
Yeah, the Mandela Effect. So it's the idea that we collectively remember things different as they really were. So, an example.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, why is it named after him?
So Fiona Broom, a paranormal researcher, coined the term to describe collective false memory when she discovered that a significant number of people at a conference she was attending in 2010 shared her memory that Nelson Mandela had died in prison during the 1980s. In fact, the former president of South Africa was released from prison in 1990 and was very much alive at the time of the conference.
Yeah, that's like weird.
So a lot of people remember him
Yeah.
dying in prison in the 80s, and he clearly didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So why is that? And yeah, I've heard of the Berenstein Bears one where they like the misspelling of the name Berenstein. Like no one remembers an A being in the name. They remember it being like Stein.
But also, like, who, like, cares? Is it important?
No, I feel like a
Berenstain
lot.
Bears?
It's funny because it's named after one that's so like huge, like people remembering someone dying, and then all the really popular ones are like the Berenstain Bears, the mirror thing.
What's the mirror thing?
Objects in mirror may appear maybe closer than they appear.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really say that. It says objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Like all of these are so trivial.
Yeah, exactly. They don't
But it's weird.
like Jif, the brand Jif peanut butter, and everyone thinks it's Jiffy. But it's just Jif, Jif.
I knew that was Jif. I knew about that one.
There wasn't. I thought it was Jiffy.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Jif.
Berenstain and Berenstein.
You're thinking of like
Bears.
Jiffy Lube.
So is it the significance that people think that
Yes.
the collective brain
Yes.
of society is being manipulated,
To push some kind of
so that
narrative.
it's like that we're missing something, like
I guess, but like what
Like
kind
we
of
didn't catch on.
narrative is like pushing the Berenstein Bears?
No, well, some people think it has to do with alternate realities and alternate universes and dimensions. Like like we've broken off into another reality, but we remember the old reality. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, but if that were the case, wouldn't we remember more significant things? Like, why are the things that we're remembering
silly.
so trivial?
yeah, because maybe they're little things. Like maybe it's just
the Berenstain Bears. Looney Tunes is actually spelled Tunes, not Toons.
Right.
It's another one.
But that's one
I think they're just little things that people like mistook, but it's like tricks of the brain, right? We all have the same
that's exactly
brain
what I think
chemistry,
it
and
is.
like our brain all works in the same way. Like we find patterns, and so we have. I think it's kind of common to. It's kind of normal and makes sense that we would collectively remember, like some portion of the population would collectively remember things differently.
Yeah, I mean, the Looney Tunes thing makes sense because cartoons is spelled Toons. So you would think Looney Tunes has got to be spelled the same way. But, like, I don't...
Yeah.
There's no hyphen between Kit Kat.
I don't remember
Breaking
a hyphen.
I think I remember a hyphen. But see, again, maybe it's like our brain just thought there was a hyphen there or wanted there to be a hyphen there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like, and then we say we remember it, but it's like
Yes.
maybe it
Okay,
really
what about
was
the
never
Fruit of
there.
the Loom logo? Look at this one.
Another one is Febreze.
I thought it had a cornucopia behind it.
I thought it did, too.
It doesn't. It
It
just has
doesn't?
the fruit.
And they never took it out at one point?
No, it's never been there.
Here's
I-
another one, Sex in the City and Sex and the City.
It's Sex and the City.
But a lot of people think it was
All right, no,
Sex
that
in the
one's
City.
always been Sex and the City.
It has, yeah.
See, again, I think that was just like a
People thought.
silly thing that people
Yeah.
thought what it was.
Another big one is Febreze. People think it's
Yes.
spelled E-E-E. And it's just one E.
They're all silly logo things, like names of things. So that just tells me that it's our brains playing like tricks on us.
This guy
we're
says,
misremembering.
have you ever asked yourself why some cities ban citizens from collecting rainwater? They ban the collection of rainwater because you can have the rain tested to determine what is being released into the atmosphere. Which goes back to the Matrix.
The chemtrails, you mean?
I would like to
Yeah.
test rainwater, see what's in it.
I could see Ashley right now, like outside with a bucket.
Dude, anyone
Plus,
can,
it never rains in Los Angeles.
anyone can collect rainwater. Okay, no one's gonna stop you from collecting rainwater in a bottle. Okay, I don't know what this person's talking
Yeah.
about. Maybe it's discouraged and maybe it is
I don't
essentially
know.
illegal.
I've never heard that either.
But are you gonna be struck down like if you collect a little rainwater when you go outside? No one
Also,
cares.
is there proof that it's coming from chemtrails? The truth is that pretty much like everything causes cancer and disease, unless you're really careful with it being all organic and, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the food supply. This isn't even a conspiracy. It's just fact that the food supply here in America is really just messed up. Now, a big one is aliens and UFOs.
We've talked about this.
Yeah,
though.
but a lot of people think it's a conspiracy theory. But now there's actual proof, CIA and Pentagon documents coming out that there actually are many UFOs. Actually, what's the new word for
the
it?
CIA is like, we shouldn't have killed Kennedy, actually, you know.
There's a new name for UFOs, UAPs.
Oh, no. What's that?
They're trying to rebrand UFOs.
Unidentified aerial
phenomenon. It's a real thing. It's a real phenomenon.
They're trying to rebrand.
They're rebranding.
Because flying objects
Because-
is not as intelligent sounding as aerial.
It does
Exactly.
it sounds
Phenomenon.
way more sophisticated.
And also, the term UFO has been tainted. People just write it off as a ridiculous thing.
That's true.
So it's like, in order to take it seriously, I think a rebrand is
You're like, we are now
needed.
UAP.
Yeah.
We believe this rebrand can be very.
It's a total rebrand.
it's gonna
It
be
really
very
is.
positive for our organization.
So
sales are going to explode.
I love that.
So I'm just confirming UFOs are now UAPs, and they're removed from the conspiracy category into fact.
All right, fair enough.
Confirmed.
Well, yeah. Apparently, there are some UAPs that have been confirmed as UAPs, but you know what? No one knows what they are. That's the exact point of a UAP. It's unidentified,
Right, but
so we don't know if they're actually aliens.
they're usually very highly advanced in technology, and it's like they disarm nukes at military bases. It's like
It's definitely aliens.
technology beyond human capability.
It's like, I mean, come on, they're aliens. Come on, dude.
I'd say the two oh what about Princess Diana, her death?
That one's a conspiracy?
Well, yeah, it's like people just the story that was told in the media was that it was just a car accident, but then there was a lot of,
The royal family didn't like her.
Yeah.
Apparently.
a lot of people think the royal family had something to do with it.
Why didn't they like her?
Well, she wanted a divorce. She was having an affair.
Oh, that's right.
She was having an affair with
She didn't really love him.
yeah, she was
Who would?
with some Muslim man.
That guy
I
fucking
think.
sucks.
Yeah, he seems awful.
Yeah.
A lot of people claim she was pregnant, but the coroner examined her, said she wasn't. But again, he could have been paid off by the royal family, by the British government. You never know. These conspiracies run deep.
Yeah. Charles was in love with someone else before they married. So then why did they get married?
Because they had to. It was a family thing. It was,
But she didn't come from royalty, right?
Yeah, she was.
Are you sure?
Yeah, in
No.
Wales.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought she didn't. I thought she was like one of the first ones that wasn't.
No, she was royal.
Oh.
I thought she pulled a Meghan Markle.
No. But she came from a royal bloodline.
Wasn't Diana on Deal or No Deal? Just kidding.
Because he...
She was one of the suitcase girls.
Yeah, wasn't she the original suitcase girl?
Because Charles wanted to marry
Charles saw her. He's like,
someone that wasn't royal. but-
Yeah.
deal.
Her. Got a nice tight dress on. Wait, what was it? Read that again.
Charles wanted to marry Camilla, who wasn't a royal, but he was forced to marry Diana.
Oh.
That's why they weren't really in love.
So
They-
neither of them was in love.
yeah, they like didn't want to be
Oh.
married. It was a mutual thing, pretty much.
Okay. A duchess is a lower ranking than a princess.
But she was still royal.
No bloodline. She was still royal.
That's
She
one.
was to bear children. That was her role. God, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
Imagine being told like that's your job. Like that's what you have to fulfill in life.
Oh, one huge one we didn't touch on. 9/11. I mean, look, inside job 9/11. What do you guys think? There's a whole documentary about this as well.
I know. I've seen the documentary, but it was a really long time ago, so I need to
Yeah.
see it again and kind of go over the facts again.
It seems to look like government officials may have known that a terrorist attack was going to happen.
They made a good case. They did make a good case.
And did you guys hear about there was a few celebrities that were supposed to be on those flights that ended up not getting on?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I heard that, was it Matt Damon?
So it was a conspiracy that we were going to go for a war on oil.
Yeah, I mean, so many. Yeah, I mean, look, wars are started for monetary gain. It was just a catalyst to start a war for monetary gain.
Yeah.
I'm not totally against this theory.
I'm not either. I'm not saying I'm believing it, but
I think there might have been there almost had to have been some sort of organization on the inside that helped orchestrate it. It could have been someone working with Al Qaeda, but it would be so hard to pull off what they did with the multiple hijackings.
There's also
I guess security wasn't as intense at airports before that, though.
Yeah.
like Osama bin Laden's family and the Bush family have like ties. Like their like, families are close.
Yeah, so like, politically, like
Yes.
there's diplomacy there. But the celebrities were, I mixed Matt Damon up with Mark Wahlberg. It was
Jeb-
Mark-
Of course.
Jeb Bush.
That's a fair one.
Jeb Bush is weak. Jeb is weak. Jeb's the weakest person on the stage, and it's not even close.
Low energy Jeb.
Low energy Jeb.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Mark Wahlberg were
Michael
both supposed to
Jackson?
be on the flight on the 9/11 flight.
Wait, hold on. Michael Jackson wasn't flying private in 2001.
Yeah, why was Michael Jackson getting on a commercial flight?
Yeah.
Do we think
from
that's
from
fake?
from Boston from Boston to fucking wherever to
Could
Los
you
Angeles.
imagine getting on a flight and you're like, oh my God, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's on my American Airlines flight out of Boston. Come on.
Like the man owned his own.
So it's fine
like,
for Mark. You believed Mark Wahlberg, but you didn't believe Michael Jackson.
Yes, because Michael Jackson was like a legend. Like
Michael Jackson was not
He's also
flying
a horrible
American
man,
Airlines.
but-
I'm
he's
sorry.
also a molester.
yes, he's a
so-
molester, but like he
He had his own molester fucking plane.
He literally owned his own adventure
Okay,
park,
yeah,
whatever
there's-
you call it.
Actually, Michael Jackson was not getting on the American Airlines
That's
flight.
what was reported.
Imagine he's like on the plane. That'd be shocking.
That would
Like
be
that news
shocking.
on top of 9/11 would be
Yes.
so shocking.
It really
that
would.
Michael Jackson passed away on the plane. That would be shocking.
That would be shocking.
It would be just a double whammy.
Yeah.
They would have pulled off like a huge win there, the terrorists. Like
Oh my God.
they already, in a way.
Oh no!
did,
Okay, no. So
which is
he was
horrible.
okay. Here it is. He wasn't gonna get on the flight, but he had a meeting in one of the skyscrapers that morning. But he overslept.
Oh.
Okay.
Celebrities are late to meetings all the
Mark
time, so
Wahlberg-
I'm not gonna count this as a conspiracy. I do
Okay.
not think Michael Jackson would show up to the meeting whenever the fuck he wants.
He
Alright?
That's true. Yeah.
he strikes me as someone that's prompt normally.
Why was he meeting in the World Trade Center though? Why was
Yeah.
Michael Jackson in the World Trade Center?
Conspiracy right
well,
there.
people do
Yeah,
have
he-
meetings there.
It was a lot of financial offices though.
Yeah, maybe it
was-
was
Maybe it
his
was that.
financial advisor.
But my brother
Yeah.
had a meeting there once, which like
Oh,
why?
okay.
My phone died.
Oh,
It's
bye
sad.
TikTok.
By TikTok.
I mean,
I think there are some offices that do like other random shit, but you're right. It
Yeah.
is mostly finance stuff.
okay, so he had a meeting there, and then Mark Wahlberg was supposed to get on flight 11. I believe that.
I
he
believe
was in
that.
I
Boston.
believe that.
Because he is from the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he would fly on an airplane.
yeah. yes.
He
I
would.
mean, he's like a total local.
He's a
type,
man of
too.
the. He's a man of the people.
He's a man of the people.
He
yeah.
owns a burger spot.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Wahlburgers. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay, but so why didn't he get on
Oh,
the flight?
Seth MacFarlane missed his flight too. He was supposed to be on it.
I posit if Mark Wahlberg got on the flight, he would have fought off the terrorists and landed the.
True.
He
And
would have
then
become the biggest American hero.
It would have
of
been a
all time.
movie.
Literally, it would be a movie.
Wait, here's my question though. Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane were gonna be on the same flight?
I don't know if it was the same flight.
And they made Ted together.
Maybe they
did
were
make
there for
Ted.
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 No, Ted was light years
Way
later.
later.
Oh. Yeah, flight 11. Wait. He was forced to wait for the next flight. An hour later, flight 11. Yeah, he was going to get on flight 11.
Is Ted the
Wait.
birth child of Al Qaeda?
No.
Can you imagine both of those people being on your flight? I guess Seth MacFarlane wasn't really famous at the time. He was
He
doing
really
Family
wasn't.
Guy, but it wasn't a big deal back then.
This gives me
It was before they got canceled.
Alanis Morissette ironic.
Do you want to sing it for
Vibes.
us?
Isn't it ironic?
Give us one harmony.
It's like rain.
All right.
So good.
Anyway, I think that wraps it up for us today, right?
think
Yeah,
so.
so-
Thanks for watching, liking, listening, subscribing, commenting. Anything else?
That's it. We love
Supporting.
you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.